In June 1941, the Finnish attack plan for the continuation war is complete. From a Finnish perspective, it will serve to take back the territory it has lost during the Winter War. The first phase aims to split the Soviet army north of Lake Ladoga. The second phase will push south into the Karelian Isthmus. The third phase will be the push into East Karelia. The first attacks start in July and carry on into August. In August, 4 Army Corps starts its advance south to Viipuri with the goal of trapping the Red Army inside the city. They succeed on August 23rd. Unknown to the Soviets, elements of the Finnish 8th Division have crossed Viipuri Bay to the south of the city. On the 30th of August, the Soviet 43rd Rifle Division runs into the 8th Division near Porlampi for the first time. A brutal battle unfolds, lasting several days. The Finnish soldiers use every trick in the book to keep the Soviets trapped. The battle rages back and forth. Many unexpected moves on both sides make the outcome of the Motti of Porlampi unpredictable. You have been called here to take command of the 8th. Even though you are outnumbered, you should keep the initiative and make sure the Soviets don't break out. Capture Porlampi and block all roads. Keep the enemy busy until our troops arrive from the northeast side. Use every opportunity to capture enemy equipment. A victory here will decide the battle for Karelia, and it's up to you to make this work.
Stay put, soldiers. Do not make any unnecessary movements. The enemy column is approaching. Get ready to surprise them. Let them come into the village before you open fire. You will be able to grenade them from the houses.
Welcome back, Commander. Here we go again. Time for a bit more Finland action. We're going to have a little ambush in town, and notably we'll be using the Lahti, the massive anti-tank rifle that the Finnish have. Utterly joyful. So we're supposed to let the vehicles in. That's the guys of the Lahti, the 2-man team down there in the bushes. We're supposed to let the vehicles in and then throw hand grenades at them as they go by. Righto, doesn't sound like a good plan to me. But, you know, orders is orders. So I'm going to hide inside the buildings. I don't feel very safe outside. I'm going to hide inside the buildings and pop out when I need to. That's the plan. I'm going to hide in here. It turns... yeah. They were in pretty good ambush positions as they are, but I wasn't entirely confident. I don't know what's coming. And we'll pop out again if we need to. Not confident about hiding this bunch. Confident about hiding the first bunch. So we've got 2 mortars, the Lahti anti-tank rifle, some guys with grenades. And the bad guys, the enemy, are almost upon us.
Don't let any vehicle get through.
Yeah, exactly. Seems pretty quiet. Let's get out there in the ambush positions. Yes, I think I made a mistake putting them back in there. I think we're should have left them out in ambush positions. Here comes the first armoured car. Hopefully the Lahti boys, who are just through the trees to the right, on the side of the screen will just pow, pop them with a big old anti-tank rifle. My boys weren't well hidden in that building. Here they are. Here are the Larty guys. Pow. Got the first one. It's a pretty high rate of fire. And pretty effective. Yeah, I'm liking that. Take cover from the last armoured car. It does to their engine blocks. Alright, throw your hand grenade, mate. Throw it. Right, I think that's going to be a win. Stop all the vehicles. They look stopped. There's just some infantry left.
Good job, boys!
Send everybody over there to reload. Perhaps I should have run those blokes down rather than let him get away, but...
Soldiers!
Worry about that next time.
Detachment to the southwest and intercept the next enemy column.
Right, I might do some magic teleporting to get us over there. Essentially going to pick up this anti-tank cannon here. Can fix up these armoured cars. Maybe fix up a truck to tow that cannon. Or just maybe just walk it over there. And get everybody else, the mortars and the Larty, over there as fast as possible. So they can zoom up there, they can just march up there. And there you go. So can you. And basically anyone, and the Larty, yes, everyone's favourite. Get him to march through the, he could do with a reload, couldn't he? Shot a fair few rounds out there. I was surprised by its rate of fire. Bang, bang, bang. It's like, is it semi-automatic? I didn't think it was, but maybe it is. Alright, you boys take the cannon. That's it. Off you go. Guys can do their repairs, and everybody else, as you can see, I've shufted up the map.
Those big howitzers ended up in the wrong hands, huh? Try to keep them operational.
So that was a bit of a video editing there. I've teleported us over to position. And we're going to set up our stand right here to do a flank. That's another Larty up on the tree line firing into that road. We set up a flank to join him. There it is, like, just on the other side of the road in the bushes. I'm impressed with that. These guys are still repairing. Good job. Carry on. Mortar teams into range. Although, to be fair, we don't really want to use the mortars, so I might blow up the artillery pieces. Talking of mortars, look at the big one being towed on behind this truck. Ah, it's the mega multiple maxim. Yeah, drop that off, boys, and get out the truck and man it. That's a lighty team, look, down there. Really got time to zoom in on it for you just at the moment. That was ready to go, so let's man it. They both look ready to go. And look at those fine looking armoured cars up to the forward base, to this position. Oh, the cannon's upside down. I hope we can flip that back the right way up. That looks like all of them. I guess there might be some more hanging out there, but I don't see them. Right, so we'll start nicking all the artillery, and I'm going to set them up in over at my new rally.
Well done. Let's try to repurpose these artillery pieces right here. They seem to be out of ammo. You can find extra ammunition at the first column you ambushed.
So down where we blew up those trucks on this mini, if we have a look at the mini map, there's a whole load of ammunition crates. These are the manual ones. 2 men pick them up and walk them. So I'll be, while I reorganise up here, I'll be sending some troops down to grab those ammo crates, bring them up here. I'll be bringing all the artillery pieces into a concentrated area just here, so that I can place the ammo trucks in the middle of them, ammo cases, sorry, in the middle of them, and reload everything all at once. And then I'll probably be fixing up some tow trucks as well, all the tow trucks and whatever armour and vehicles I can salvage. We'll be getting a bit of repair action. And I'm going to do quite a lot of that off camera. I'm just going to, I mean, you know how it works. But mainly because it's very time consuming, and I like to keep these videos under 4 hours. I think this was a 3-hour mission all in. Maybe took 3 or 4 hours on this one. So I've had to strip out.
With these tools at our disposal, the enemy is most certainly doomed. I want you to encircle the enemy from all directions and squeeze the pocket.
Yes, I'll squeeze the enemy's pocket. So they don't honestly enjoy having the pocket squeezed. It's not as pleasant as it sounds. So here's the road, the highway of death, and we want to wipe out everything on this road. And it's not going to be easy. Here's another squad. So we've got 4 squads in total, the 2 that have linked up.
Of the neighboring infantry company to complete the encirclement of the enemy. In addition, our Air Force has a couple of bombers standing by. They are now at your disposal.
Oh, the bombers. I don't seem to have a button to press to use these bombers. If I do it so tiny I can't see it. I'll tell you what, with the benefit of hindsight, if I'd... Oh, how much quicker would it have been if I remembered I had bombers. Anyway, hey. Right, so there they are, look, that's all my first fire base. They're just basically reloading. And once they're all reloaded, I'll start fixing up the vehicles. You know, the trucks and the ammunition towing things, and get it all going. All of that stuff can all be brought back to life. That armoured car, those little armoured artillery trucks, want all of that. As I was saying earlier, we're going to do this off camera. It's not, you know, it takes a long time. It's time consuming while they're sitting with their ratchets for 20 minutes. It's not exciting to watch. At least I don't think it is. I mean, tell me in the comments if you just want to watch unabridged, unedited. You don't, trust me. I'd be ashamed. So yeah, that's what we've got to capture. All of them are salvageable. If nothing else, we'll use them to tow, you know, to make the artillery pieces very mobile. And then there's usually hidden things, secrets on all these maps. So what I'm going to do is send these two troops here on a big explore, and I'm going to get them to go all the way around the edge of the map and find me, you know, a free tank or a free artillery or whatever it is that there is to find for free. Well, nothing along the bottom. I'm going to go up to here, send them to this is... That's it, they've done the edges of the map now. At least in this direction. So I'm going to send them up there. Let's sit in the reload thing just in case they need some ammo. Probably don't, haven't used any. Meanwhile, these guys are busy spannering away. And then we're going to work out a plan of attack on these enemy. I'm not quite sure on that one yet. Let's just get these guys all ready to move. Quite uncomfortable having them that close together. They, you know, they have a habit of crashing into each other and smashing the guns. So I think that's a good spot, look, on that ammunition there. If I mount all the artillery, we make that our fire base. Pretty tedious given that I'm now going to take all the guns back. I'm also going to have to take all those 4 ammo cases back that I got men to run all the way over there, pick them up, bring them all the way over there. Now I'm going to get men to run all the way back, pick them up, bring them all the way back here where they started from. That's turned out to be tedious. My plan, not as good as it could have been. So that's a howitzer, like that one, indirect fire, big, 155, 152, really big indirect fire, and then they've got a field gun there as well. 2 Latis, little anti-tank cannon, 2 normal mortars, a big mortar, about 3 armoured cars we're up to, a couple of these armoured tractors, multi-mega gun, and I'll make the mortar base up there behind that building. Essentially I've sent a scout out, and we're going to be doing first line is infantry, just a couple, 1 or 2 little infantry getting us line of sight. Second line is mortars, anti-tank guns, light anti-tank guns, and then third line is going to be heavy artillery. And I'll move that block down the road in that formation, and I'll get them some gradually as we progress. I'll be shipping in those 4 ammo crates. I'm really uncertain if anything at all here reloads out of these ammo trucks. It's a bit balked, if you ask me. It's not very good. I think they're all buggy. I'm just going to do some I'm just firing some ammo sort of fairly randomly down the road. I mean, I can hear vehicles down there. I can't remember from the opening sequences exactly where they were, but you know, they've got plenty of ammo. I'm just going to blat it off. They can be zapping that off while I set my base up. I set my formation up. They can just be kind of softening them up, maybe getting some random kills. Hopefully blowing up loads of tanks and stuff. So this is the other side unit. It's got a he's got a sniper. Thank God he got a sniper. But he's all the way over here. He's not the sniper in front of all my at the head of all my artillery, which is a shame because that's where I'd like him. And I was thinking there if I'd just run him over, but he's instantly made contact, so I won't. So we've got an infantry squad, a medic, this sniper, some kind of anti-tank gun, and maybe a machine gun. You know, like a Maxim or something. So I mean, he might as well just pick off wherever he can while he's there. He's got time. Oh, look, something's coming, something's coming. Maybe an armoured car or some vehicle has heard us and is responding. Oh, that's a 50 cal. A Dushka or whatever the hell they call them. The ones they still use today. It's not the Mega Maxim, it's a 50 cal on the back of that truck. I don't know if you've ever played War Thunder, but you get those trucks at, you know, low, they're the first sort of level anti-aircraft, the one with the multi-Maxim. And the second level anti-aircraft is the one with the 50 cal, the truck that's coming now. I didn't seem to have line of sight on him with that cannon, so I might move it. Or try and base him or wait for him to come further in. There it is, like. Oh, it seems like the cannon found him. Something else is coming. Sounds like a motorbike. What do you think? Yes. Should be able to take that one out. Oof, I could loot the machine gun off the motorbike, but I probably can't be bothered. Oh, and something else as well has turned up. That's what I get for not paying attention. Don't know what it was. I think we'll stop the artillery zerg, and then if we move the line up. Oh yeah, let's go and get the ammo crates, and we'll chuck them down and just ship them back right back to where they immediately came from. You know, super smart thing to do. So glad I brought them all the way over there. And while they're doing that, we might kill that red dot over at the other camp. Oh, it's a gun. It's a Maxim gun. 2 guys in that sort of Maxim with a little metal shield. The little one on wheels. That looks like a great place for an artillery strike, doesn't it? I mean, there's got to be infantry in there. So I'm just telling it to fire in there. Oh, hit some tree. Yeah, anywhere likely I'm just splurging artillery into. Just for something to do. These little ammunition boxes, they regenerate ammunition over time. They never, you know, if you empty them, they kind of magically refill slowly but surely. You know, so with that in mind, I've got infinite ammo. I'm just spamming it. I'm shooting. Something's coming down the road. That's going to be having a real hard time. That's into my hardest. That's the Larties going. Pow, pow. And that's the anti-aircraft gun. And that's the mortars. Yeah, so he didn't want to come this way. I don't know why he zerged. Maybe the artillery annoyed him. So that's the Larty guys. Or a machine gun. Can't tell what he is, to be honest. So how are we going to get rid of this machine gun? I don't obviously want to run straight on it. The sniper's not getting a good line of sight because they've got a bullet shield. Flank him? It's got to be flank him, isn't he? Shoot him in the side. Trouble is, he's not alone. There's some other gun position over on the other side of that road. Which means that's not the direction to flank him in. Now, if you're wondering why my guy's not just killing them all, it's because I haven't yet noticed that he's set to return fire only. He's just making a real meal out of everything. hit and run. I just can't believe I haven't spotted that they're not set to fire at will. It's no wonder it took so long to do this one. Hours. I'll show you a bit later. I get really stuck on these 3 tanks. It takes me about 2 hours to kill them. Try flipping everything. Nothing I do works. Oh, I was probably playing late at night or something and half asleep, but that's my excuse anyway. I'm also editing this late, in fact early in the morning. The sun's just come up. That's my excuse as well. Full of excuses. So yeah, I've moved these guys up to get a side swipe at that machine gun, but they're set not to shoot at it, so brilliant. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Sounds like something big is shooting at me. Run! Run, boys! T-34 is going to get you if you don't. And there's some other... Oh, it's a machine gun and a T-34. Machine gun on the hill, behind the trenches, T-34 on the road. I wonder if it will chase me. Nice ammunition, whatever carriers, artillery carriers. Armoured tractor, I don't know what you call that. I've never seen them anywhere but inside this game. I've never seen a photo of them. I've never seen them in another game. Never seen them in the movies. Just in this game, and they've had them in pretty much every installment, every version of it. So was it Soldiers of War? Heroes of War? Soldier Heroes of World War II. I think that was the first one. And there's an expansion pack to that which I've never played. If I find it, I will play it. And it went Men of War 2, Men of War Assault Squad, Men of War Assault Squad 2. Faces of War. And then Call to Arms, and then Call to Arms Ostfront. Might have missed some. That's it, boys. Pop it. Oh no. Crimson Tide, that was one. Played the Russian Soviet Marines in that one. I don't think that Maxim's finished. Yeah, Maxim's still alive. But my men are now off. Well, now on free fire, so they might actually shoot it. That should be a huge improvement. Now, I think we're getting shot by the T-34 there last time, so I don't really want to wait. Don't really want to hang out there much. Yeah, no, we better leave. Might have been too late. Like, I think we've already lost one. Leave. Yeah, we lost one. I suppose I could have run up behind that shed and thrown a hand grenade over the top. So the things that strike me as so obvious when I'm not playing it anymore, like I've got bombers and grenades and yeah, and I'm not set to fire at will and oh yeah. Yeah, eat it. How'd you like that? Shut you up, didn't it? I liked that. Don't know if he did. Right, so main formation down on the road. This is the guys with all the heavy stuff. The big boy formation. Do a bit of scouting. They don't seem to be in mortar range, are they? I'd have hoped all the mortars would have kicked off then, but no. So I probably want to move my formation forwards. Particularly the mortars and perhaps the anti-aircraft gun. Obviously I'd like to keep my mortars behind hard cover. You know, behind a house or behind a cliff or something. And the Larty's up. Also the anti-tank gun. Cannon. It may be wise to send some ammunition crates up with the mortars. So that's my scout. He's getting tank. Tank shooting at him. He should run. So I'm getting mortar. I think there's a depression in the ground. I think they can get in a low ground, if you see what I mean, where the tank can't shoot them. Artillery's returning fire. So this tank, and he's got mates, he's got at least, and the tank behind him, this should, in about 2 hours, I suggest you. I spent 2 hours trying to kill those. Try everything. I'll show you all the things I've tried. So the first thing I'm trying is artillery barrage. I've got these great big guns. Let's just drop artillery on them, see if I can blow them up. I've got line of sight. Alright, the reload's not particularly fast, but can always video edit, we can always teleport, do a bit of video editing and speed that up. I think the only thing I haven't tried, well no, there's loads of things I haven't tried. I haven't tried satchel charge, hand grenade, didn't try the Larties on them. Yeah, there's mortars seem alive. Yeah, I think it's hard to tell from this angle, but I think there's low ground. I think they're in a depression. So this guy, well, that guy highlighted, he's in return fire only mode as well. Why? That's just a great way to lose all your troops, isn't it? Sent into the battle with the orders not to shoot anyone. Oh, thanks. I'll wait till you've been shot before you shoot back. Oh, thanks. Alright, so we'll try and RT these tanks again. Might need to actually hit them, of course. But yeah, no rush. Got infinite ammo. I think this is the howitzer I'm using, not the 152mm heavy artillery. Hence the faster rate of fire and smaller warhead. They've got about the same range, I think. Got them set up to hotkeys 4 and 5. This must be this big boy. No, it's not, little boy. It was a bit painful to spend all that time and start and miss at the end of it. Enough of my moaning. Let's charge. Give me some victory. That's the howitzer on the left. I mean, perhaps I should just tell them to do a barrage, just to attack ground, and just leave them alone and go and do something else. This is where I should find whatever button delivers the bombers, but I never found it. I mean, can you see it? There's a couple of Sturmovix to sort them right out. Mind you, with the Finnish, don't have Sturmovix. I wonder what planes this Finnish use. Maybe some crazy barnstorming biplane. Alright, swap for a bigger gun, asked him to attack ground. He says he's out of range. Are you joking me? That probably means he hasn't reloaded, he hasn't spawned some more ammo. There's two types of shell, I think. One is a shorter range. I don't know what it does. So there's a lot of them up there. See some infantry and trenches, I think they are. And these 3 tanks, look. That big fella and 2 in front of him in the shadow. In the fog of war is 2 T-34s. I'm not really having a lot of luck with the artillery. I mean, it's blasting at them, but I don't think I've had a direct hit, for example. So in the meantime, let's have another little scout around down here, see if we can push this a bit further. I haven't got any heal packs, so I've made the medic build a healing tent and sit in that. You know I love those tents. If we scout up this way, let's see what we can find if there's a flank. We've got an anti-tank cannon. So it might be the case that we can go for some bum shots on the tanks. And we've got a sniper. I'd like to get him just keeping the tanks under constant surveillance. So we get line of sight. I'm convinced that the mechanic in this game is that blind artillery firing into the fog of war is less accurate than artillery firing into illuminated territory. I mean, I couldn't prove that, but I'm convinced that that's the case. So now I'm trying to convince you. It's true, I tell you. Push up, might be some stuff in those trenches. And there's some kind of gun position. Oh, I've already killed it. That's good. Well done. Like a good spot. Just going to try that out. Oh no, still guys in the trenches right in front of us. Throw a grenade in there. Go on. Yeah, well done. Tried to jump out and got shot. So that's the machine gun position. Bodies to loot. I'll try and get some health packs off these chaps. Whoa. 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 Hurry up, get a health pack and run. They are starting healing now. So they've got the health pack. The tank shot them, that's what shot them. One of these 3 tanks that's given me such a headache. So they've got line of sight on that tank now, so artillery should just be shooting at it as it gets the ammo. But they were dying, so I moved them back. I'll try and send the sniper out, see if he can line of sight something. Here he is. What can you see, mate? And I'll manually scope out there and see what appears in the fog of war. So tactic number 2 to kill these tanks is if this artillery is not killing them but it is damaging them, eventually their crewmates will come out to try and fix the tracks or whatever damage they've got. And at that point my sniper will kill them. And so eventually, over time, slowly but surely, see the crew just hopped out? If I can snipe him... he got back in too quick. If I can snipe all their crews, bit blow by, you know, slowly but surely, over a long period of time, just dissolve their crewmen. However, they do seem to keep spotting my sniper and shooting at them with tanks. Don't like that at all. What do you think? I think that was a direct hit. And it's fine. I also think those shots are a lot more accurate. They're landing really close now. Can I shoot him? Shoot him. Quick. Too slow. Right, so I brought the cannon up. Now it shoots bum shots with the cannon. Never got, you know, bum shots, side, top turret. Really should be. Really, I mean, this should be just a total win with bouncing off it. And it's going to return fire, which is bad, so I'll decrew this. I'm going to hide in the trench. Yeah, so bum shots with the cannon, that didn't work. Artillery, that didn't work. Artillery and then sniping the crew as they jump out to repair. That didn't work. I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do about this? I then send the armoured cars in, they're just puny, they'll get massacred. Still firing at that unmanned gun. Luckily they're bad shots. Come on, jump out and get shot. I might try and distract them. I don't want them to blow up my cannon, even if it is unmanned. I might try and distract them by sending a guy in from the other direction so their turrets focus elsewhere. So he's definitely the front one that's lost his engine. So even if the sniper wasn't getting them, you know, some artillery could come in and land on whoever got out to try and repair his tank. So I'm using him as a distraction. He gets line of sight with I don't know who. That should make the tank start shooting him again. He's duking out with the trench guys. Oh, they got him, the tank got him. Damn. Look, what's that behind the tank? There's a big... Alright, so tactic number 3. Sneak around the back, steal that anti-tank gun, shoot tank with it. So I've flanked them round, I've moved them all the way down and round, a big wide circle. They have to fight their way in. And the cannon's on the other side of that hill. There's trenches on that hill, so it's probably got people in it. The cannon's about there. Go in those trenches, the sandbags. Let's see if we can dominate. So get up there, pop up, shoot everything. There the tanks on the road. All 3 of them popped up. This guy, he was waiting for me. God damn. Almost all dead. Let's get on the other side of the hill and quickly. Or you'll die. Too late. Some of you are dead. So that was unsuccessful tactic. So far. So far so bad. Lost half my men trying that one. Now I've discovered that when the mortars run out of ammunition they fire smoke rounds. And the smoke rounds are white phosphorus and they set everything on fire. So... tactic number 4 is going to be set fire to the tanks and that cannon. So if that had been HE, that would have killed that cannon, but don't know that it has. It's time to go and have a look. I'm going to run in under the cover of smoke. See if that cannon's been burned to death, and if not, maybe the smoke will cover us anyway. They won't shoot us. So we're in. There's a whole load that's completely full of bad guys. Shot one of the cannon crew. Try and get the angle on it. Only 2 of them left. Almost 10% there. He won't shoot him, so I've asked him. So I'm going to ask him to punch him. Punch him. There's the punch icon. Do it. Well, punch him in the face. Alright, so it's decrewed. Still some infantry about. Alright, let's grab the gun. Let's turn it out. Oh. Alright, so that's tactic number, I don't know, 3 or 4. Total fail. Miserable fail. Lost all oodles of men trying that one. So now I'm trying the phosphorus mortar bombs, and see if I can set fire to the tanks, see if I can burn the undergrowth underneath them and cause them to catch fire, lose crew, kill any crewmen that get out to hit. Just it just doesn't work. Giving up. So what's it going to be? Alright, I've got the howitzer, the field cannon. It's only got HE explosives, but it fires in a direct line. Alright, and misses. So I'm going to get the howitzer to shoot these guys. That's my next best chance. Sorry, the field gun. Direct line of fire, high explosive. And I'm reloading mortars so they've got more than smoke. That was a direct hit, wasn't it? Ooh, I tell you what, I think the middle tank has been knocked out. Yeah. So that's the best result we've had so far, is that the field gun took one out. I don't know if he took him out or if his crewmen got out to heal him and got howitzer. Don't know. But it's dead. Two dead tanks. 2 out of 3. Look. So this is working. I wish I'd started with this. I have no idea how much honestly I've stripped out about an hour of me playing cat and mouse with these stupid tanks with all the other weapon systems. Or just endlessly artillerying them like, oh god. So that fella hopefully doesn't run out of ammo at the crucial moment, because he's doing good. Medals for you, mate. Get me line of sight on the third tank. 1, 2, they're all done. I think they're all busted. So I'll clean up these little trenches. Finally, progress. That's good. So now I'm going to move the firebase. I'm going to move the firebase up to the crossroads. Where those tanks were, so that we've got basically we can cover people repairing those tanks. So I sent the armoured cars in a rush. Go first, and if there's any infantry they'll sort them out. There's a tank further down that road, up on the horizon over there where we're looking, so I don't want to send them. I don't want to send them any further in. And where that sniper is now, I'll move the sniper down the road to get his line of sight. Where he was, I'm going to make that the fire base. Put the mortars in there. There's a slight depression they can hide behind. I put the howitzers, I put all the artillery pieces there. And that green patch just behind the T-junction, or just behind the crossroads. And while we're moving up into that position, of course, we'll be repairing all these tanks. And capturing, I think, if that gun... I know the gun got blown up, didn't it? Damn it. I'll probably move that field gun into the position where the gun we blew up was, or got blown up. Because for better or worse, I think that's my best anti-tank gun. I know it's not an anti-tank gun, but I think it's the best anti-tank gun. So is that going to be working? Not yet. And again, so they're going to take a while to repair all that, and we'll do something else, and I'll teleport all the equipment and ammunition into that little around that ammunition zone there. That's where we're going to stage. And I'll drag everything down there. Get set up for the next push, which will be down the road up screen. And leading the charge will be the sniper, followed by tanks, followed by the repaired tanks, under the cover of this artillery. Tanks in the middle of the road, mate. Right, and here they are, almost all there now. Tanks are almost all repaired. I'll probably decrew the armoured cars. I think I'd rather have their crew in the tanks right now. Don't see if they're going to go up. There's my little super tank killer. And there's some kind of tank down that road. I haven't seen what it is yet. Oh, brilliant. It's a KV. Even more unkillable than the last 3 unkillable tanks. Aye. Well, we've got better firepower now. We've got those 3 tanks to shoot at as well. You're never going to get a better shot, are you? We've got all our guns firing side onto it. And the only blessing here is that the KV's gun isn't that great. He's still killing people. I don't know if he's killed someone there. Patience is virtue. No rush. Maybe we've got this final unit down on this road. That's a big gun. Maybe that can pop it. We'll be able to get him in firing position. Get this tractor, pick him up, drive him down there pretty snappy. Oh no, too late. It's been taken out. KV's decrewed. So meanwhile, we'll bring these guys in. Let's pop them down here. See if we can't get them to spot for this big cannon. And put the squeeze on them. I don't see any bomber button still. Maybe there's a secret we've missed. Maybe we've missed an anti-aircraft gun or something that unlocked it. I don't know how that's taken damage, but it's unfireable. So the tanks had to give them a bit of a repair each after that battle with the KV. And one of them's got stuck. Can't get men in or out because it's parked too close to her. Can't get repaired either. So we've got 2 operational tanks. They're moving up. Quite fancy their chances. Don't see them up against anything I'm scared of. Silly little armoured car. Maybe some trenches. That's now working, so we can move that up. And then we'll get the tanks to go in and mop up whatever infantry we can find up there. Right chaps, I'll mop up this thing. There must be stuff up there like on the hill. I know I bombed it quite a lot at the beginning, but the mission hasn't ended, so there's probably stuff up in a few infantry up here or something. So you're getting a machine gun tractor? Ah, straight into a cannon. Oh, there's a lot more here than I was expecting. There's like a tank on the road, the cannon's done. We're definitely winning the firefight. The BT tank should be okay to pop him. Some bigger tanks coming up behind it. Come on, win it. I think that's the last unit on the map. I think once he's done, assuming he doesn't turn it around and solo us all, I think then we're job done, which would be the end for Mission 4, the Finnish campaign. Finished. And thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure again. Still got more to come. Still got 2 more Finland missions to come, and the skirmish missions. Oh, look, he's immobilised. Alright. Is he going to get him? No. And some mods. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Or even if you don't, because I still like to be liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. Bye now. There you go. A few infantry left. Jobs are good, and I might mop them up. It took me so long to do this. I might get revenge on every last enemy. Right. See you next time.